Hello guys, and welcome back to Pokemon FireRed and the new long overdue episode. It has been much longer since the last episode than I anticipated, due to reasons I could not do anything about. But now we are starting up again, and between episodes I went ahead and got a new Pokemon for us. This Meowth here. And I taught it to cut, so now we should be able to get somewhere we want to go. And that somewhere is right down here, if people would stop blocking my path. The gym. As you might know, it is advised to go and visit the Diglett cave, which I won't be going to. But you can get a ground type there, Diglett or Dugtrio, which will be very useful in this gym. But I won't be getting one of those, so sorry if I'm infuriating anyone by that decision. But anyway, we have Spoiler here, who should be very capable of surviving in here. And although Alak here would be weak to this gym's type in a while, he is not at this point. He's a bit overpowered though, so we'll leave most of it to Spoiler for now. Jester won't be doing much anyway. Yo, champ in the making. Lieutenant Surge has a nickname. People refer to him as the Lightning American. He's an expert on electric Pokemon. Bird and water type Pokemon match poorly against the electric type. Beware of paralysis too. Lieutenant Surge is very cautious. He locked himself in, so it won't be easy getting to him. So, that's our clue for the puzzle. Now this guy here said some strange things, such as Lieutenant Surge being an American in a world where America doesn't even exist. But that's what he is supposed to be. And the second thing, he called the flying type Pokemon bird type Pokemon, which was something they did in the early stages of production. And they were going to make a bird type, not a flying type. So that's something left over from that period of time. But it's nothing too big. Just a little typo of some sort. Anyway. Oh, come on. We barely started and you're already struggling. Even more so. And of course they do that. You see, it's my luck. Worst of luck, once you get paralyzed, you'll always be paralyzed all the time. And oh good, I was afraid I was going to miss there when I first get to move. And I'm sorry if my throat is a little scratchy. As usual, I have a tendency to get sick in the middle of winter a lot. So that happens. But I will live. Even if it is a little bit painful for you to listen to. I won't blame you if it is. Now come on. Don't be paralyzed and don't miss. Very good, Spoiler. But as you can see, this is mostly what we're up against in this gym. Pikachus and stuff. They can't do very much damage with their electric attacks, but they have those paralyzing attacks. And they have quick attack and such. Now, we don't actually need to battle any trainer but this guy. So I'll just take on this guy off screen, and then we'll go to the puzzle. I'm a lightweight, but I'm good with electricity. That's why I joined this gym. And here we have a new Pokemon. I don't believe we've seen this before. This is a Magnemite. It is an electric steel type. If you were playing those original games, the red and blue and green games, it would not be a steel type. because that didn't exist yet, but as it does now, we can beat it easily with our fire moves. So I have no complaints there. So, we can start taking care of the puzzle now. It's not very complicated. All you have to do is to search through these trash cans and try to find the switch. And that will open one of the locks. Now you have to find the second switch. And the second switch will be next to this one with the first switch, one way or the other. So what I usually do is just take the right one. And this time, it worked. I was lucky. Sometimes you'll have to try and fail a lot of times before you get it, but that's how it works. So let's go on. When I was in the army, Lieutenant Surge was my strict CO. He was a hard taskmaster. Which is interesting, because this guy appears to be a lot older than Lieutenant Surge, but looks can deceive. He could be much younger or something. Or, you know, you might also have a younger boss or something, so perhaps that would work too. Anyway, should be able to beat these Pokemon he has. The Pikachu and I don't know what else. I didn't see if he had any more. But this one is kinda high level, so maybe it's the only thing he has. Now if we can only hit it. There we go. And I should be able to finish it off with one acid, I believe. And then we are on to the gym leader. Should be at least. If I'm not completely mistaken, and he has another Pokemon. And there we go. Stop, you're very good. And he has a lot of money as always. Love lots of money. But before we take on the gym leader, I would like to just see if I have some paralyze heal and stuff for my balloon here. So she doesn't have to be so very sad. I don't know if I have any more healing items, but that's not too important anyway. Because of absorb, so we can just keep going. Hey kid, what do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat, not with your puny power. I tell you kid, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. They sapped my enemies into paralysis. I can't say it again, sorry. The same as I'll do to you. I think that's called threatening a person, and I don't think that's legal. But go ahead. Anyway, Voltorb. I don't know if we've seen this yet, but Voltorb is a very, very fast Pokemon. One of the fastest. And yeah, Sonic Boom is an attack which is very dangerous at this level because it does 20 damage all the time. And that can be very painful and destroy us quickly, which it seems to be doing. And I might not live with this one for much longer, but in that case I will just switch over to my Charmeleon and hope for the best. Well, that would work too, if I live. Ooh, just barely with a critical. But that means it's very weak against me, so I have no complaints. Unless it uses Sonic Boom now, though. Or that. I do have to open my mouth and make things worse. But it's my fault. As you know. And that's all for you. But at least we got him to use one of his items, so I think we should be good. And this one will be able to take 4 Sonic Booms, so... And apparently we're faster than it is. So, No complaints there either. No complaints at all. As he continues to get more overpowered, but can't stop him at this point unless we want to use the Gyarados. That's not a good idea. Anyway, he has a Pikachu. As you might expect, this early in the game there aren't many electric types, so he has to pick and choose from 4 Pikachus. I had to do that, sorry. But there aren't exactly too many electric types in this game at all, I believe. There are a few more, but not too many. That takes care of that one, and we haven't even lost that much damage. And as for his last Pokemon, Raichu, as you probably would expect if you have met him before or seen the anime or just seen some Pokemon art in general. This is his signature Pokemon, and he will use it to its full extent, or maybe not. Anyway, it relies a lot on evasiveness, has some quick attack and stuff. But I fear it won't be able to beat us if we keep hitting it. It's kinda strong, as you see, and we might be in trouble if it keeps that up. And if I keep that up, that's not good. I'll give it one more try, and if it doesn't work, I will use a potion. Thank you. I just hope he doesn't have any more healing items. I should really start checking how many healing items they have before I go into battle, but it's not a major thing anyway. Let's see. Alright, only a quick attack, so yeah, I think we should be good if he doesn't get critical. I don't... What did I just say? What did I just say? Okay, Chester, your chance to prove yourself, and hope you manage to survive somehow. Because he's 4 times weak against that stupid electric move, and I don't want that. In which case, we might have to resort to our Meowth. Survive! Ah. Do I have a revive? Because I would really like to use a revive. Do you have a quick attack? No, you don't. And I have a revive. Which spoiler will get. And I'll just hope Spoiler survives an attack or 2. Or else I will have to face another loss, and I won't be happy about that. I won't be happy about that at all. But I won't say anything, won't say anything. Thank you. Now, repeat. Phew. I won't exactly say my heart was beating faster, because it wasn't, but I certainly felt the stress. Now that's a shocker. You're the real deal, kid. Fine then, take the Thunder Badge. Now some of the gyms can be a little bit tricky early on. This is why they recommend you get the Diglett or its evolution a Dugtrio, because they can be very useful in this gym. They can't even hit you with the electric attacks. But that's all good and well, because we survived anyway, somehow. And with a little bit of item use. But that gives us a TM. And it is a pretty useful TM. Don't think we can use that either right now. But I'll certainly keep it in mind for later, because we might put it to use. Let me just look at it real quick to see if we can use it on anything. Even though I highly doubt it. Meowth might be able to, but I'm not going to teach Meowth anything because it's just there for 8 gems. So we'll just forget about that one for now. And I'll go and heal real quick, and I'll meet you back right here. And as I am done healing my Pokemon, what do I see? This guy! Oh, hello Anne, how are you doing? It's me, one of Professor Oak's aides. Did you meet the other aide? He had a package from Professor Oak for you, Anne. He said he'd look for you around Route 2, Anne. If you're in the Route 2 area, please look for him. And that we will do. But first, I want to show you the next area up ahead, which is Route 11. Strangely large number for such a close route to the earlier ones, Route 6 and such. This area is very full of trainers. Trainers I likely won't battle at this point, because my Pokemon are pretty strong as it is. I'll move you back up front again. There we go. Though there are lots of items around here, and this area is also very good for grinding if you need to grind a little bit. But for now, all I am going to show is what's at the end of this area. So let's just sneak past. Don't look at me. I'm hideous, or something like that. I'll just sneak past everything. Look away. Thank you. And here we go! Passed up a few items, but you know. Don't you think it's hard to think of good names for Pokemon? Especially if you have caught a whole bunch. In Lavender Town there's a man who rates Pokemon nicknames. He can even help you rename your Pokemon too. And you say, if you're aiming to reach Lavender Town, take Rock Tunnel. You can get to Rock Tunnel from Cerulean City. And that is very important because we can't reach Lavender Town this way. It would be up that direction, but as it happens, a Pokemon is sprawled out in a deep and comfortable slumber. So we can't get past, sadly enough. But there are also a few things up here. Another one of these guys. Hi, remember me? I'm one of Professor Oak's aides. If your Pokédex has complete data on 30 species, I'm supposed to give you a reward. Professor Oak entrusted me with the item finder for you. So Anne, let me ask you, have you gathered the data on at least 30 kinds of Pokemon? And that I have not, but I'll say yes anyway. Let's see. Uh-oh, you have caught only 7 kinds of Pokemon. You need 30 kinds if you want the item finder. So, we'll have to get a lot more. But for now, I'll just leave him be and I'll catch a few more off screen as we go along. And then I'll hopefully have enough as we come around this way again at some point. There's also an item right here. I won't get all of the items in this area, I think. That's a few of them. Now I'll just sneak back and meet you back by the cave. But first I'll pick up this item. And then I'll meet you by the cave. And here we are by Diglett's cave. But we have gone on for a long time already, so I won't start on this cave right now. That we'll do in the next episode. But I'll see you then, and take care.